Hello? Hello, students. Have you joined? This is Professor Nagendra Babu. Hello? Hello? Hello, yes, sir, you can start and talk. Yes, yes. Hello? Hello, can anybody speak to me? Are you listening? Are you listening to my voice?
Start the class.
Yes, sir, you can start class.
Comments ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾದರಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇದೆ.
ಹಲೋ ಇಲ್ಲ
ಅಲ್ಲ ಚಾಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
ಹೌದಾ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ.
ಚಾಟ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ
Hello students, today we are going to start a new course paper, that is advertising and salesmanship. This is Professor Nagendra Babu, Professor of Commerce, University of Mysore. I am starting the class. The introductory part on the advertising side, I am going to tell you the conceptual framework relating to why advertising has become so important today, because we see that today's products are to be sold in the market, and we see a lot of competition is there in the market, and if we are not going to sell the product, it is going to be a loss on the part of the manufacturer. You see that we are going to have a lot of importance that has been attached for this particular advertisement and salesmanship as well. Advertisement is considered as one of the very important tool in the hands of the marketing manager, where he is going to provide the information relating to the products and the services that the companies are going to offer. And in the advertisement, he is going to tell you about the new features, what this particular product is supposed to provide, the value addition for the customers and the consumers. And we see that this particular advertisement is going to be a very major chunk of money that is going to be spent by the manufacturers or the dealers. Advertisement is being considered as one of the important tool in the hands of the manufacturers, where they can bring to the open world as to what the products they are going to sell in the market, and they are going to tell the consumers that these are the special features and these are the important characters, and because of this you have got so much of value addition and all those things they are going to sell. So you can see that this particular advertisement is one of the modern gadgets in the hands of the marketing dealer, where they can sell the products, and they can see at the same time that they can see that the products are going to be sold like hotcakes in the market. Advertisement that is being considered as one of the important tool by the manufacturer, it is not being provided free of cost, because the manufacturer has to spend a lot of money for the purpose of seeing that he is going to sell the products. And you see that he has to spend crores together for the purpose of advertising the products in the print media or in the electronic media. We see that advertisement can be taken up today even in the electronic, this one, because today we have the websites and all those things. The people will log into the company websites and they are going to see that we have this particular products and the services can be advertised in the websites also. People will log into that particular websites and they will come to know what are the whereabouts and the values that the product is going to deliver for them. We see that earlier this particular electronic media was not so effective, but today because of the development in the information communication technology, we see this particular advertisement has become very effective tool, and the people are going to use the electronic format because everyone has got the Android phone today. And through the Android phones, smartphones, you can see that you can look into the products because it will be there in the websites of the companies and all those things. The people will become very happy and see that the products are being advertised in a more attractive manner. Website construction is also very much important. What the products that you are going to display is also important. What the product can provide the value addition, that is also important. And through this today, website engineers, website people are going to earn crores together for the purpose of advertising the products belonging to the company. And the companies have to shell out crores together for the purpose of advertisement. Gone are the days where we can think of that this particular advertisement is waste or something like that. But today it is not waste. But there were some people who were used to comment that this particular is not our thinking that has to take into consideration, that we think into consideration that this particular product is so important in the marketing, because when we take into consideration the marketing aspect, today the products and the services are going to be sold like hotcakes in the market. If the product and the services are going to be really delivered, and the consumers or the customers are going to expect what they are going to provide that particular thing in the manner, it is going to see that this particular advertisement is going to be more effective, and the companies can take the shelter for the purpose of marketing their products and services. When the people were commenting that this particular advertisement is a waste, we remember one particular a famous English dramatist, Lord Bernard Shaw. He says, he remarks, I quote, advertisement from the point of view of the nation, I quote, advertisement from the point of view of the nation is a waste. It is a waste of money, waste of energy, and it is a pernicious humbug, he says. That means to say, what the money that you are going to spend for the advertisement, you invest to produce a good product or to deliver a good service. Why should you spend crores together money for the purpose of advertising the product? Why should you spend crores together for the purpose of salesmen? No, that is not required. According to him, Lord Bernard Shaw, what he says, if the product is really good, people will come on their own to purchase the product. You need not advertise it. A good product, a quality product need not be advertised. If you are a very good service deliverer, people will come on their own to purchase the product. For example, when we consider a product, what after all a product is? A product is a physical commodity. Why do we purchase the product? Because it has got the want satisfying power. So when the want satisfying power is there in the product, you see that this particular product is going to be purchased because you are producing number one quality product. Your product cannot be a second one. Your product is not a lower quality product that is being delivered. People will pay because if the quality is good, if the quality is ensured, if the product can really provide the value addition for the users of the product, consumers of the product, they are going to be very much attracted. What after all marketing is? Why should we teach marketing? What is the objective as to why we have to learn or we have to study a paper called marketing management? Marketing is nothing but delivery of the products. Today, physical products, no, it may be invisible products. Because today, goods means we include services also. Goods are physical products because we have the differences between the goods and the services. A good is a physical product, but a service is not a physical product. Goods are homogeneous in nature, whereas services are heterogeneous in nature. Goods are visible, services are invisible. So you can see that goods have got consistency, whereas the services doesn't have consistency. For example, I'm teaching the concept of advertisement and salesman and marketing for you. It's a part of marketing management. When my delivery, I'm speaking now between 10 to 11 o'clock, I'm teaching for you. What the teaching that I'm teaching for you should reach your minds. What I'm teaching really, whether it is knowledgeable. You guess. But when the product that I'm delivering, what the lecture that I'm giving for you, if it is not effective, then you can stop at any point of time and tell me, sir, we are not understanding this particular concept. When we say marketing management, we take into consideration this particular advertising is so important because it comes in the marketing management. This particular marketing management, when we take into consideration, they take into consideration because marketing is very important. It is only because today we are not in the nomadic stage because marketing has developed like anything. We are in the modern world and we can't live without marketing as such. You see, this particular advertisement, when we speak about, is really very, very important. This particular product, what we say, is going to be so important because we have one particular thing, that is, this particular advertisement and salesmanship is so important because you spend crores together money for the purpose of advertising their product in the print media and in the electronic media. When we say that this particular advertisement is so important because we have the different channels through the different medias through which we are going to see that the products are going to be advertised. It may be a radio, it may be a TV, television, it may be a poster, it may be a billboard, it may be a sky rating, it may be a website, it may be a newspaper, it may appear in a journal, or it may appear in a magazine. And we are going to see that these particular products are going to be sold. And we want to see people should come forward for the purpose of getting these particular products to be purchased by them because marketing is so important. Without marketing, it is highly impossible for you to stay. Market is a geographical place where the products are going to be delivered to the customers. But can we define that particular market in the way that I told now? It is a geographical place? No, it is not possible. Why? Because today people do not want to meet physically. Some people may go and purchase. If you want to purchase a rice, or you want to purchase a consumer durable, you want to purchase a refrigerator, washing machine, you can go to the shop. Both offline marketing is also there, online marketing is also there, and the people are going to go for the offline if they don't believe in the online marketing. But today, because of the Amazon, Flipkart, Snapdeal, like this, so many products are going to be sold through this particular advertisement. So websites are available, online marketing is available. You are going to be more happy to see that the products are being sold through the online marketing or internet marketing. And the customers are going to save their time, energy, money, and all those things. This becomes very much important. And today we are going to see that this particular marketing has become so important that without this particular marketing, we are not in a position to understand the things in a proper manner. Marketing was there earlier, 1,000 years back, because man was nomadic. Man never thought of as to what to purchase and what not to purchase because he was in the nomadic stage. But because of the invention of money, people started, why should I purchase? For example, people used to go in search of what they require during the barter system. You know what is barter system? It is exchange of goods for goods. There was no invention of money. Today, if you want to purchase some one cow will cost you 1 lakh rupee. So you have to go in search of a person because you want to sell your cow and you want to get 100 bags of rice. So any another particular person should be ready to purchase your cow, and he should be ready to exchange that particular cow for the rice that you expect from him. So there was lack of double coincidence of wants. If there is lack of double coincidence of wants, this particular wants cannot be taken into consideration, because you see the wants should always match and money is not there. What actually the value of the product that you want to give it to some other person? Now you say cow. What is its value? 1 lakh? How it is going to be measured? Because there should be some exchange. So you have to give it in the delivery form of the money. So does one bag of the rice is going to cost? It should be delivered for you in the time in which you are going to take into consideration. So all these things are going to be taken into consideration, because there are a lot of loopholes and weaknesses in the barter system. Because of the barter system, man started getting into as to what actually the value of the goods or the products. And then he said he went for the invention of the money. Gold coins, copper coins, silver coins were used for the purpose of exchanging the product. We have seen during the period of king and queen and other people ruling the world, when they were there in the form of the kingdoms, because we didn't have the democracy at that time. Kings and the queens used to rule the uh, people. And at that time, everything was trade and commerce, which was under the policy of the king and the queen. And they, whatever they say, that used to become the policy. But today we are living in the modern world. People go in anticipation of the products, whether it is good or bad, it is service or a product or something like that. I was telling you, in the marketing, we have different concepts like product concept, production concept, selling concept, marketing concept, and societal marketing concept. Let us understand as to what these particular different concepts have, because we have understood that the people in the world, they have become today technologically advanced. They need not sit in a particular place, and they can see that with the pressing of a button on their mobile, they can get the goods delivered to them. They can look into the price that is being quoted. They can look into the subscriber's opinion. For example, you listen to some songs in the YouTube and you start commenting on it. For example, you are observing that I am teaching for you and you are sending the comments. Sir, we want some clarification. You are on the Telegram app where we are confused whether you are teaching marketing management or advertising and salesmanship, because advertising and salesmanship is part of marketing. When we say marketing is so important, that we take into consideration this particular marketing is to be given a lot of importance, because we are not today in the nomadic stage. If the Because today we have the concept of KV vendor. It is not KV temptor. KV temptor means it is the buyer beware. And that was the earlier concept. What the sellers used to do, they used to cheat the customers to a very, very larger extent, because whatever they used to produce the product, according to the whims and fancy of the sellers, they used to produce. But today, you can't deliver the products according to the whims and fancy of the sellers, but the product should be manufactured by you according to all the what the buyers are going to expect from your product. Say, for example, a refrigerator you want. The refrigerator that you are going to purchase is going to be so very important, because it is going to serve the purpose. You are going to keep all those items, vegetables, what the food items that you have prepared, fruits, everything in the fridge, because it should not spoil over a period of time. That is the purpose. Compressor has to be good, and the working condition of the refrigerator overall, it should be good, because you are going to pay 50,000, 60,000 if it is going to be 19 kgs or 19 liters, in whatever the way that you are going to measure. It is something like a almirah today, the refrigerators that you are going to purchase, a washing machine that you are going to purchase. See, the different washing machines have come up, semi automatic, fully automatic, like we have got IFB, we have got Onida, we have got LG, we have got Sony, we have got so many local refrigerators and washing machines that are being sold. And you are going to have the basic level refrigerators and washing machines that are going to be purchased. And you are going to see that these things are going to be very common according to the purse, according to your money power, according to your purchasing power. You are going to purchase the products from the people, from the manufacturer, from the company, because you give more money, you get a good product that is going to be delivered. If you are not going to deliver a good product, then your products are not going to be sold like hotcakes. For this particular purpose, we take into consideration that marketing becomes very much important. What the product concept is going to say, the quality products you should always produce if the people want to purchase, because you see, this particular product is going to be so important, because the quality is there in the product or the service that you are going to deliver. People are going to be happy about it. They really purchase if your product is very quality oriented and service oriented. And at the same time, you look into that product concept is going to tell you that this particular quality products are to be manufactured. When you look into the Western countries like Germany, France, Italy, or if you go to America, Canada, you see people are not price conscious. They want to pay the price for the quality products only. They don't want the inferior products or the low quality product that is to be delivered. So it is going to happen in a country like, in the third world countries, like for example, we have got Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, India, South African countries, where the people are very price conscious. They want the product to be delivered at a very low price, or let us say at a very cheap price. They want the product. That is why China made items have become so popular in our India, because the China's people, they are going to dump the products, say for example the mixers, the which are being used in the kitchen items, grinders, or the fans, ceiling fans, the table fans. You see that they are all made available at a very throwaway price. Lot of competition they are going to pose for our indigenous products like Tata, Crompton Greaves, Videocon, Onida, like this. And people are going to compete because they can't compromise with this one. And we see that this particular is related to the marketing concept, that is the product concept. That is, you should produce always quality product for the people. Where it is applicable to the third world countries. Let's go for the second one, that is production concept, where you produce the product at a very cheap price. So it is applicable for the countries where we have the population problem. For example, India is densely populated, Pakistan is densely populated, and you see Bangladesh is densely populated. And the people are ready to purchase the product only when the product is delivered to them at a very, very throwaway price, reasonable price, cheaper price. So this concept of production, that is, you produce the product according to the seller's wish, not according to the buyer's wish. It is going to be applicable in the third world countries only. And in the what we say or we take into consideration, the third concept is the selling concept. Selling concept is something like, we call it as aggressive selling concept. What is aggressive selling concept? People, they don't want your product, but you force them to purchase the product. So if a product is required, the people will come on their own and purchase the product. But when you are not, when you don't want this particular product to be delivered, you see that you take into consideration that this particular product is going to be uh, purchased. You force them to purchase the product. They don't want your product, but you force them. For example, we can see the insurance policies that are being sold by the development of officers in the LIC, Life Insurance Corporation. You do not want to take, because earlier in the 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s, we see people used to go for the protection of their life, protection of their family, and they used to take the life insurance policies, whether it is endowment policy or comprehensive policy or money back policy or some other any other type of the policy. But today the people are not like that, because you take into consideration the very important aspect, because the life is secured, longevity of the life, and technologically, medically, you are so advanced. People ask, why should I pay every month for the life insurance premium? Why should I pay? I will pay 6 months once, or I will pay every year. Why should I pay every month? So, all these questions are going to come up, and the people who are going to take up the life insurance policies have come down. Earlier, we used to say, no, this is going to be a burden. And we, at the same time, if something is going to happen for our life, then the people used to take the insurance policy and all those things. So, selling concept is going to envisage, emphasize, though not the customers come forward to purchase the product, you force them to purchase your product. That is called as selling concept. Next, we have got the what we consider it as the marketing concept. Marketing concept is of recent origin. See, don't produce the product according to the seller's whims and fancy, but produce the product according to the customer's whims and fancy. What the buyers expect from your product, you should be in a position to deliver the product. So, marketing concept rests on two important pillars. One is integrated marketing, and another one is the customer satisfaction. So, integrated marketing is a concept wherein all the divisions of the company, they have to take into consideration that we should work in a united manner. Purchase department, marketing department, stores department, production department, operations department, human resource department, marketing department, finance department, accounts department, and security department, engineering department. They all have to work in a very, very coordinated manner. Then only the business, that the industry or the company is going to do, is going to be prosperous and successful. You should never take into consideration the things for granted. If everyone works, you see, in a family, because family happens to be the smallest concept of the society. If the father disagree with the wife's view, or if the husband disagree with the wife's view, you see that there is not going to be coordination. So even in the case of the industry or the company, all the companies should work unitedly. Then only they can see that their ultimate goal is going to be achieved. So this is called as marketing concept, where we speak about the integrated marketing. All divisions of the company have to persist on achieving one particular important goal. The next one is customer satisfaction. What is satisfaction? Satisfaction is a very relative term, because we see that satisfaction will come. It is very relative term, because I am going to derive the satisfaction when I listen to a particular lecture, or I may not get the satisfaction when I'm not going to look into a particular product as a very good concept asset, because you see that this particular product is going to be very, very uh, inefficient. It is not so effective in delivering the product as such. So you take into consideration these particular important aspects as to how these things are going to be taken into consideration, because you see that the customer satisfaction becomes ultimately very, very important one. People have to work unitedly, and they should produce the product what is actually required for the people as such. If the people do not understand the product what they are purchasing, if they do not get the satisfaction, then it is going to be a mere waste, because you expected something from the product, but the product is going to deliver in a different manner. So you are not happy with the performance of the product as such. Another important thing is you take into consideration the societal marketing concept. Societal marketing concept is going to tell you all about that you have to have lot of importance for the society requirements. Whatever the products that you are going to produce, you are going to see that the ultimate thing is to be taken into consideration, because you think about that this particular product is going to convey the message for you as to what actually you require because of this particular products that are going to be purchased. Because you see that these particular products are going to be very important, because you take into consideration that these particular products are going to deliver. But just you are producing the product and the people are going to purchase the product, you should not harm the air position or the water, because they are all natural gifts which are being given just before you are producing the product or the services and delivering to the society. You should not think about that we can spoil the water or the water bodies, river, sea, because they are all the natural gifts which you have to take into consideration. And there should not be noise pollution, because it so happens when you are manufacturing the product, your product should not be uh, harmful for the society. Your product should not be harmful. That is very much important. Societal marketing concept emphasizes that whatever the products that you are going to deliver, it should be always conducive for the human consumption. Just because you are producing the product and you are delivering it to the people, you should not be in a position to give any harmful things for the society as such. You should be very careful. So this is with regard to the societal marketing concept. Today we are not in the caveat emptor, but today we are in the caveat vendor, because earlier the sellers used to cheat the buyers to a very large extent. But today the buyers cannot be cheated, because once you can make a particular person a fool, but not always, isn't it? Once you can make a particular person as a fool, but you can't make him always fool forever, because once if he comes to know that the product is not delivering the product in a proper manner, then he thinks of let us not purchase this particular product for the next time. Next, another thing that we take into consideration, the very important aspect that is very much important is the what the thing that we are going to speak about the things, because advertisement and the salesmanship always goes as hands in hand. But today we are going to give a lot of importance for the salesmanship or for the advertisement, because salesman is personal selling, but advertisement is impersonal way of selling the product. Because you are going to see that lot of money is going to be invested by the manufacturers for the purpose of advertising the product as such. And as I was telling you, it is very effective today, because whatever the new product is to be produced by the manufacturer should be known globally. Is it possible we are going to sell what the produce that you are producing in Karnataka only for the people who are going to stay in Karnataka only? Or we are going to market the product only in Karnataka only? No. Today the global market is there, because whatever the products that are being manufactured in a particular corner of the world, that is going to have the global market. For example, what the coffee that we are going to grow in the Markera, Arabica variety of the coffee is in full demand. And the people are going to purchase those particular product who are there in Saudi Arabia, who are there in Muscat, who are there in what America, because they like this particular Arabica variety of the coffee, and world market it is going to enjoy. Can we say no, no, it is produced only in Sakleshpur or in Markera, and we see that the products are going to be marketed only in Markera or in Sakleshpur? No, you can't say like that, because your product has got the global market and you can sell it at a very higher rate in the international market. That's how the farmers are going to be benefited. So these things are why I'm telling for you is today it is the caveat, what we say, the caveat vendor. It is because you have to produce the product according to the requirements of the buyers, not according to the requirements of the seller. As a seller, you are always interested in cheating the people. But you can't cheat nowadays. It is very difficult because there are so many competing products. For example, you want to purchase a phone, smartphone you want to purchase. How many options you have got? You just look into for the sim that you are going to purchase. How many varieties of the sims are there? Geo is there, BSNL is there, Vodafone is there, Idea is there, and you have so many companies coming out with all these marketing the sims as such. And you always go on taking into consideration how much you have to pay for Geo, how much you have to pay currency, how much 28 days or 54 days or 82 days, something like that. You calculate how much I have to pay, which is very less. Wherever you go, whether this particular internet facility or this particular internet connection is available, you look into, then only you purchase that particular variety of the sim. That's why some products have become very this one. Take for example, you want to purchase a shoes, a pair of sandals you want to purchase, then necessarily you look into what is the price that you are going to pay for. Whether you want to purchase Bata shoe company, or you want to go for Footline, you want to go for Flex, you want to go for Corona, or you want to go for Liberty. So many products are available in the market, and you are going to see that you purchase that particular product which is going to give you the best satisfaction for you. That means to say the product should always deliver the value for your this one. Then only ultimately the customers are going to be benefited. Now, when you purchase the shoes, Nike, for example, Nike shoes are available. Nike shoes, they are going to be sold at a range from 3,000 or 4,000 rupees. The value of the Nike shoe for a pair of shoes will cost you 50,000, 60,000 rupees. It is going to be sold at different rate under the same Nike factory. Nike company products are being sold under different labels in Indonesia, in Malaysia, in Singapore, in Thailand, in India, in Pakistan. It is going to be sold at different prices. In India, we are going to pay 3,000, 4,000 rupees for a pair of Nike shoes, or you are going to pay 12,000, 15,000 rupees. Why do you pay? Because you pay because looking into the quality of the product, and quality is going to be ensured. You can use it for 4 or 5 years, long year, a pair of shoes continuously. Now, the point that I'm going to tell you is you should be always aware of the requirements of the buyers and not the requirements of the sellers. You should be very cautious when you are going to deliver the things to the people. That is my uh, usage as to why this particular things I am going to tell for you, because marketing is very vast. Marketing aims at satisfying the wants of the people. After all, we are all human beings, and we are all psychologically we are being molded. We purchase the products not for our own purpose, but we purchase the product for show off. Society expects you, if you are a doctor, if you are an engineer, you are a lawyer, the people will think of as to wear what type of the uh, items, that are clothing that he is going to use. We see, we want to purchase a t-shirt, or you want to purchase a pant, then you have lot of options for you. Branded shirts are available for you, branded t-shirts are available, branded pants are available. Say for example, you go or walk into west side, you have got in the west side, you see enormous amount of the different products are being showcased. Say for example, you are going to look into what we consider it as the Peter England. Peter England. You have the Van Heusen. You have got some other choice, Cool, or you have got some other product that is being sold, Remans, Grasham. You have, why all these options are there? Because according to what you pay, you are going to see that the products are going to be delivered for you. Whatever the quality is that is there for you as such, you take into consideration those particular aspects. The next important thing that we look into is related to the uh, what we consider it as in the advertisement. We see there are so many medias through which you can reach the people. Newspaper is there. It is very cheap mode of reaching the or advertising the products. Newspapers. So you put up your advertisement in the newspaper. So many lakhs together people will look into read the newspapers. Deccan Herald, Kannada Prabha, Vijayavani, Prajavani, or Samyukta Karnataka, or you go for advertising in Hindu, Deccan Herald, Times of India, or with regard to Financial Express, Economic Times. So whatever the different types of the newspapers that you are going to purchase and read, the advertisement will be given, and the company has to pay for this particular newspaper agencies for the purpose of advertising their product. Even in the during the FM stations, you can see lot of advertisement is being given. Why? Because it is going to be very catchy. Immediately after the film songs, the products are going to be advertised, and the people will come to know about the arrival of the product. So Bonvita, Horlicks, Ovaltine, Complan, so different advertisements they are going to be given, and people are going to look into those particular things because very pictorial representation is going to be given, and you are going to be very happy about these particular issues. Next, another important thing that we look into is this particular advertisement is so effective in the website, because today we have lot of social media marketing. Social media medias are there through which the products can be marketed. For example, YouTube, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. What all these things are? They are all the emerging new technologies, social media, marketing gadgets that are being used. And the person will come to know about the arrival of the product because it is going to be very required for that particular person. He will certainly purchase those particular products. Now, when we speak about this particular advertisement, advertisement is impersonal salesman. Advertisement is impersonal salesman, because you take into consideration the things, because it is not personal, because it is impersonal, because it has there is no person who can advertise the product. No physical person will come in the case of the advertisement. It is all the electronic medias, newspapers, print media that are being taken into consideration. You advertise the products in the magazines, journals, news brochures are going to be printed, and it will be put inside the newspaper, or you can put it in the door to door campaign can be taken up. All these things are going to be done. So salesmanship is also very effective because it is going to be personal. Because always when you consider this particular advertisement and salesmanship is always impersonal, whereas advertisement is salesmanship is always personal, whereas advertisement is impersonal. You are going to be very catchy when you look into these particular electronic gadgets, because some people say booster is the secret of my energy. Boost is the secret of my sun's energy. So that advertisement is going to be taken up by Virat Kohli, and he is going to give the advertisement for that. For that, he is going to get crores together money in the form of the brand ambassador. Because in marketing, what happens? Whatever the advertisement that you are going to provide, it should be always attractive and it should be always catchy as such. When it is catchy, you see that the things are going to be sold like hotcakes in the market. And for that, you have to spend a lot of money in the marketing world as such. Now, why I'm enforcing on these particular issues is because these are all very fundamental. When we go very deep into these particular uh, subject or the course paper, and we are going to study something, fundamentals are to be understood in a very comprehensive manner. And advertisement and salesmanship happens to be the two pillars where this particular marketing world can be developed. Because today in the marketing we speak about price, promotion, product, physical distribution. When we take up the service, we add for these four piece process and other things, and we consider it as seven piece, and we are going to deliberate on these particular issues in a very very length and breadth. We are going to talk about these things, because since this is the first class, I am going to make you very in a detailed manner as to how this particular marketing is going to be very, very effective to look into this particular aspect, because you should always take into consideration that this particular advertisement and salesmanship happens to be the two pillars upon which this particular marketing is going to be built by the company. And another important thing that we are going to discuss in the future classes, online as well as offline, we take into consideration as to how the people are going to take up this particular issue, because we are going to study about the pricing strategies, promotional strategies, product strategies, and all those things. So in the first class, we have dealt you with the marketing concepts like the product concept, production concept, selling concept, marketing concept, societal marketing concept, which are going to be the foundation stones upon which your thinking capacity is going to be built upon in the marketing. Because ultimately, what is quality? Quality is nothing but fitness for use. The very simple definition that we can give for the quality word terminology is fitness for use. If the product is fit to be used, then you call that particular product as a good quality product. What is good quality? It is fit for use purpose. That's all. Then only you say it is a quality product. If the product is not good, then you are not going to purchase that particular product at all. So always quality should be taken into consideration. The customer satisfaction should becomes the very important thing what the marketer has to take into consideration. Let him charge higher prices, no problem, but he has to deliver a good product according to the value that is being delivered. Is it possible? Today we think of, you want a good product, a superior product, but at a lower price. No, that cannot be matched. Why? Because when you want a superior product, a good product, naturally you have to make a lot of investment in the raw materials. Good raw materials are to be purchased. Good labor force are to be employed for the purpose of getting the product. For example, IFB washing machines. How much you pay? 50,000, 60,000. Why you want German make only? Why don't, if you pay 13, 14,000 rupees, you get a Whirlpool 13 kgs or 9 kgs, 8.5 kgs. Washing machines you are going to get for a cost of 13,000. Why should you pay for the automatic refrigerator, which will cost you 60,000, 70,000 rupees? So these are all the things that we have to consider, because you can't have two cakes at a time. Seller can deliver the product for you, a good quality product, only when the price is going to be high, because he has to make investment on the good products. Similarly, the sellers can sell a product, throwaway product, at a throwaway price only, because it is all meant for single use. Afterwards, it is not going to be used for the product. For example, you purchase a Bisleri bottle of water, 1 liter, you pay 20 rupees. You pay same 20 rupees for a energy drink. For example, you purchase what we consider it as Sprite, Thumbs Up, Coca-Cola, Pepsi. So for that also you pay 20 or 30 rupees for 300 ml. For 1 liter of water, you pay 20 rupees. That means to say, packaging, everything, the product is given to the wholesaler at a rate of 4 rupees or 5 rupees. Transportation cost, because it has to reach each and every rural part of our country, the products are being sold for you at 20 rupees. So what is that? It is going to include the transportation cost. Is it possible for you to deliver a good product at a lower price? No, it is highly impossible. A throwaway product can be sold at a lower price. So we have the Chinese products that are being sold in our country at a lower price. But when you want a superior product, naturally you have to pay a higher price. So this happens to be very important. Chinese products are not taken into consideration because they are all sold at a very cheaper price. If you purchase a mixer that you are going to use in the house, it is going to be sold for you at 500 rupees or 800 rupees in the market. How many months you can use that particular mixer? You can use it hardly for 4, 5 months, 6 months. Afterwards, it doesn't work at all. Compressor that is being used, the machines that are being used in these Chinese products, they are very, very local items. They are not good for the purpose of using in a very lengthy manner. So these are the very important things that you have to take into consideration. Another important thing that we take into consideration, see, we have the Maharaja Mixie, we have Preeti Mixer, we have got Johnson and Johnson. A mixer will cost you 5,000, 6,000 rupees. When you pay 5,000, 6,000 rupees for a Maharaja Mixie or for a Johnson and Johnson company mixer that you are going to purchase, it will last, it will be there in your kitchen for or around 6 to 7 years. So you can think of a superior product is available at a higher price, whereas a lower quality product is available at a throwaway price in the market, because we can't have the two things that will be met. Offering a good product at a lower possible lower rate is highly impossible from the seller's point of view. So in the days to come, we are going to think about so many aspects relating to these particular issues, different marketing concepts we are going to study, and I'm going to explain for you in detail what all these things are going to be there. So this is a fundamental introductory class relating to marketing and how it is being connected to advertisement and salesmanship, why it is so important. Crores together money is being spent on the advertisement in the present modern world, because advertisement is very, very important to make known to the people that the products have been produced by this particular company, and that particular product has got very good uh, value that it can bring for these particular people as such. Thank you. Thank you very much. We'll meet tomorrow. Okay, we will end now, and we are going to talk about much more about the marketing concepts and the advertisement and salesmanship concept in the days to come. Thank you. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow.